here's my shaky phone camera that I have to hold because I don't actually have a real camera with a tripod. But I just finished opening up Dark Side of Dimensions boost box right over here, and I decided to build myself a Dark Magician and a Blue Eyes deck. I'm going to separate these decks into two different videos. So let's get to it. This is not the same Dark Magician deck that, well, it's not Dark Magician, this one's Dark Magician Girl mostly. It's not the same type of deck that everyone else is using because I prefer to be original and I use my own staples. So first we have 2 Oracle Mahad, which I really love him when he does the damage calculation. He jumps to 5,000. I think that's awesome. Really sweet card. I was lucky enough to get 2 of him out of one box. I only got 1 Kiwi, Magician Girl Kiwi, and I got 2 Berry, 3 Apple, and 3 Chocolate, which you have to have 3 Chocolate no matter what, in my opinion. I've seen people run 2 Apple. I'm using 3 Apple just because I got 3 Apple. I mean, if I would have got 3 Berry or 2 Kiwi, I would take an Apple out. But these are the cards I pulled out of one box, so this is what I'm using. Let's put these back over here. 3 Lemon. It's weird, I pulled 4 Lemon out of the box, but I couldn't get a second Kiwi. 3 Dark Magician Girl. 3 Dark Magician. 2 Magician's Defense. 1 Dark Horizon. 2 Crystal Avatars, because since a lot of the Magician Girls have low attack points, if you're, you might end up getting lower in the game. So if your opponent's about to hit you for more than your life points, you can summon this guy, and his attack points become your life points, and then inflict damage to your opponent. So if you have like 3,000 life points, 3,000 points damage to your opponent, that's pretty nice. I'm only using 2 of those because I have 3, but I don't want to use 2 because I'm using that card slot for something else that's a little bit better in my opinion. This deck, I'm using the Blue Eyes deck, is mostly going to be high attack points and like spell and trap card destruction. This deck has a few spell and trap card destructions, but this deck's going to mostly be defensive because a lot of the Magician Girls have low attack points. So, Blazing Mirror Force. 2 Draining Shields to get your life points back up. That way you don't have to use Crystal Guardian, it's just in case you have the option to. 2 Mirror Force. These are commons because my other ones are in my Blue Eyes deck. 2 Counter Gate, which came with Dark Side of Dimensions. This is a good card. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, negate that attack, draw a card, and if it's a monster, I get to normal summon it. So that's pretty sweet. Ghost of a Grudge. This is the card I put in for taking out one of the Crystal Guardians. I like this card because if your opponent has 8 or more cards in their deck, you can, you flip it face up and then bam. Oh, no, all their super sweet monsters now have 0 attack points. Forever. So, it's only the ones that are currently on the field, but still, if you're playing against Blue Eyes, this is awesome. This is a truly awesome card because it's like, oh, you have Chaos Max? Oh, Chaos Max now has 0 attack points. Dark Magic Veil, I like that one. Magical Contractor. I don't have any Twin Twisters. I'm going to probably get a Twin Twister from my friend, and if I off, we have 2 Dark Magic attack to destroy all your opponent's spell and trap cards. It'd be nice if I had a Foolish Burial, but I do not at the moment. I think I might have one somewhere in my collection. I have to look. But I just kind of put these together after I got them. I don't think it's half bad. A lot of the Magician Girls summon and redirect, so it's good that I got Chocolate. That way I can get stuff back from my graveyard. Plus, you know, Mahaw's pretty sweet. I can get the Dark Magicians back from my graveyard, I believe, with Chocolate. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played her on Dev Pro in a while, so I'll have to reread that. If I'm wrong, you know I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I don't really care. But this is the Magician Girl deck that I have so far. I might take out Kiwi and put in Magician of Black Chaos, or I might take out one of my Dark Magicians and put in Magician of Black Chaos. I don't know. I have it. Some people say that it's a real good card to like put in here because it gets your spell cards back, and I do have, like, I'm not really worried about getting my spell cards back, so I think I'll just leave this how it is for right now. I don't have anything in the answer deck right now. I have all my number collection sitting in my binder, so I might pull those out and I might add some Xyz to this. I don't really want to because I don't like adding number cards to this. What I do want to add to this, and I really hope I get it, is I want Legendary Magician of Dark. Because both Legendary Dragon of White, which I want for the Blue Eyes deck, and Legendary Magician of Dark are 2 level 8s, and if Legendary Magician of Dark attacks the opponent, their life points are reduced to 0. Then, if it has a material that's a magician or a spellcaster, you automatically win the duel. Now, the reason why it says that is because there are some cards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where if your life points hit below 0, you still won't lose the game. Trust me, those cards are hard to find, but they're out there. That's why Magician of Dark has that effect. Legendary Dragon of White is the same thing. 2 Blue Eyes monsters, bring out the dragon. If it attacks your opponent directly, his life points become 0. So, those are the 2 Xyz that I want for both this and my Blue Eyes deck. Hopefully I can get them. It's going to cost me, I think, $11 to get both, so it's not bad. I only need like 1 copy of each. And that was my Dark Magician deck.